Have you ever wondered why the media is always obsessed with outer space, alien planets, and the farthest reaches of the galaxy? Why every channel, every headline, every viral documentary seems to scream about Mars, black holes, and missions to the moon, but almost nobody talks about what's right under our feet, on the land we walk every day. Across deserts, mountains, and ancient cities, there are objects and structures that shouldn't exist. Life-sized figures buried underground, monuments made from stones too heavy for one person to move, and tools from civilizations we weren't taught about. And some of these mysteries aren't just lost. They're being hidden from the public eye, secrets governments and historians don't want you to see. But don't worry, because in this video, you're about to discover 5 of the most baffling discoveries ever on Earth and see the truth for yourself. In 1974, in a small rural village in Shaanxi, China, a group of farmers was digging a well. Simple work until the ground gave way to a secret buried for over 2 millennia. What they uncovered was unimaginable. Rows upon rows of life-size statues, soldiers, horses, chariots, perfectly preserved and arranged as if ready for battle. Each figure was unique. No 2 faces were alike. Each soldier bore distinct armor, hairstyles, and expressions. Anger, determination, even fear. Thousands of them. A frozen army guarding a secret. Historians soon realized these statues weren't just decorations. They were part of a vast tomb complex built for Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China. And the scale was staggering. Over 8,000 soldiers, 130 chariots, and 670 horses, meticulously crafted and arranged in battle formation. Every weapon, every detail was real, functional, and lifelike. But what's truly mind-blowing is the technology or lack thereof. The Terracotta army was built 2,200 years ago, long before cranes, motors, or computers. The civilization relied on raw manpower, skill, and an extraordinary vision. And yet, they achieved something that modern engineers struggle to replicate. Even today, the emperor's tomb remains mostly untouched. Modern archaeologists have left it sealed, wary of the toxic gases and preservation challenges within. One night in the 1930s, in Homestead, Florida, a man named Edward Leedskalnin began a project that would baffle engineers for decades to come. Working alone, mostly at night, he moved massive blocks of coral limestone, some weighing up to 30 tons each, without cranes, trucks, or any mechanical aid. Over decades, Leedskalnin carved, lifted, and balanced these stones into what became known as Coral Castle, a fortress of impossible engineering. Gates that pivoted on a single pin so delicately that a child could move them, towering walls of stone that seemed to defy gravity, and perfectly aligned structures that would make modern masons question reality. The mystery deepens when you consider that Leedskalnin himself was just 5 feet tall and weighed less than 100 pounds. No one saw him use machines or pulleys in ways that could explain how a single man accomplished this. Some believe he discovered secrets of leverage and magnetism. Others whisper of esoteric knowledge or even a hidden understanding of natural forces lost to humanity. Engineers, physicists, and historians have examined Coral Castle, measured the weight of the stones, and tried to replicate the methods, but every attempt fails. There is simply no conventional explanation for how these monoliths were moved, lifted, and arranged with such precision. Leedskalnin never revealed his method. He left behind cryptic writings, notes, and sketches, hinting at a hidden truth. And when he vanished in the 1950s, Coral Castle became not just a marvel of construction, but a monument to impossible genius, a question mark standing silently in the Florida night. In the 1950s, a tattered map emerged from the shadowy corners of European antiquarian collections. Known today as the Vinland Map, it seemed unremarkable at first glance. A map yellowed with age, showing parts of Europe and the North Atlantic. But one feature froze historians in their tracks. It depicted Vinland, a part of North America, long before Columbus was even born. If genuine, this map proves that Vikings reached the Americas centuries earlier than recorded history admits. Carbon dating suggests it originated in the 15th century. Yet the geography it depicts matches places only known to Norse explorers in the 11th century. The ink, the parchment, and even the cartography all present conflicting clues, leaving the map's authenticity shrouded in debate. What makes the Vinland Map truly chilling is the implication. History may not be what we were taught. If the map is real, the Vikings reached the Americas long before Columbus, mapping coastlines and leaving traces that disappeared into obscurity. If fake, it demonstrates a level of historical manipulation so meticulous that it still confounds modern scholars. Deep in a cave in South Africa, anthropologists unearthed a small, reddish pebble that changed the way we understand early human cognition. Called the Makapansgat Pebble, it is a simple, naturally shaped stone, but one that bears a startling resemblance to a human face. Eyes, mouth, nose, all visible, perfectly formed, yet entirely natural, untouched by human hands. What makes it extraordinary is not the shape itself, but the choice of its carrier. This pebble was transported over 30 miles from its original location. A hominin, a pre-human ancestor, deliberately carried it. Not for food, not for shelter, not for practical survival, simply because it resembled a face. This tiny stone suggests something revolutionary. Humans, or their ancestors, may have recognized and appreciated symbolic forms millions of years ago, far earlier than previously believed. The Makapansgat Pebble hints at the first sparks of aesthetic awareness, curiosity, and perhaps even the roots of art itself. Why did this hominin carry the pebble? Was it curiosity, superstition, or a nascent sense of beauty? No one knows. But this small, unassuming stone challenges everything we thought we knew about the origins of human intelligence, perception, and the beginnings of culture. In the heart of London, nestled among centuries of traffic, skyscrapers, and bustling city life, lies a humble block of limestone. Known simply as the London Stone, it has stood in place for over 1,000 years. Its origins are mysterious. Some say it was a Roman milestone. Others claim it was placed as a marker for mystical or ceremonial purposes. Over the centuries, it has survived fires, invasions, reconstruction, and the relentless march of progress. Kings, rebels, and citizens have all passed it by, yet its significance remains shrouded in legend. According to folklore, the fate of London itself is tied to the stone. Some whisper that as long as it stands, the city will thrive. Remove it, and catastrophe will follow. Others claim it was part of a ritual to protect the city. The London Stone is unremarkable at first glance, yet it has witnessed every pivotal moment in London's story. Wars, revolutions, great constructions, and destructions all have unfolded in its silent presence.